Hello lads, it's me, Benni, and today's video is a brand new game. As you can see, this is something else. This is not Shindo Life, thank god. If you don't know, this is Anime Dimensions. This is a brand new game that released very recently, I'm pretty sure. I think it released the day before yesterday. It's like 20, the last time I checked, it was like 20k playing or something. Oh, it's 42,000 people playing. Okay, never mind, it doubled. Oh well, that's a lot. That's good though, that's good. I like this game, it's pretty fun. This game is basically if you mix up Anime Mania and just Dungeon Quest, basically those two, Anime Mania and Dungeon Quest together, and you have Anime Dimensions. Since you clicked on this video, you probably know what this game is, because this is a tier list of the characters that you can play here. All the characters right here. And I have not collected, but I have gotten all of the correct characters, and I played through all of them with the same cards as I have. I have these three cards, right? Oh wait, these three. Oh, okay, so I have this card, gives me attack boost and health boost. I mean, it gives also more attack, which is kind of a letdown. I didn't intend to have that to happen, but we have also this card. This is just regular cards in this. Basically, if you're new to this, I mean, if you want high details, you can care about this, because cards can change how you play a character tremendously. And right now I just have these cards, so if you're high into detail, this is for you. But if you don't care about that, then skip this, because now we're gonna get into the characters, because all the characters in the tier list right here, I mean, all the characters right here are pretty different. Well, majority of them are very different, and they play very differently as well, which is pretty cool. Because it brings a lot of like different styles, different play style. If you have a full group, everybody plays a different role, character. It'll be pretty fun to see what happens and see how people play. You know, I like this game. I like this game because the characters are so diverse. Anyway, enough about rambling. Let's get on with the video. So let me just go to the tier list real quick. Bam, there we go. So as you can see, we have all the characters right here. So yeah, I decided to rank these guys from a tier list. You know, from my perspective, from my opinions on where they should be. This is just my opinion on where they should be. I know a lot of you have different opinions on where people should be, like where to be and where to that, because this game has very balanced characters. There's no completely busted characters that are just guaranteed the best ones. There's a lot of them, which creates a big discussion and controversy around the community. So it's pretty cool to see a lot of people have different opinions on the characters. So this is my opinion on the characters. Take it as you want. You can probably watch another tier list video if you want that. If you don't like my opinion, that is. But don't go flame me in the comments, please. I'm just doing what I want to do. This is basically what I have in mind. Let's start from the alphabetical order, and we go down the top, from the top to bottom. Pretty simple, right? So Akasa, the first one, the demon, the upper moon 3, I think. This guy is a very close ranged fighter, I must say. Like, he goes and punches and punches. He also have a long way. He also have a longish move, which is pretty good. But still, I would say he's like a mid range, maybe like a mixture of long and close range. He's a mid range in that regards. Then he has kind of a bad AOE moves. He doesn't have a lot of good AOE moves, but well, one of these moves is pretty damn strong, and he can buff it up with his ultimate. His ultimate makes him able to basically, it just boosts him, so to say. He can use the move with more, they deal more damage, I think, and more range, and sometimes they have variations to them. That's pretty cool. But a lot of people are saying this guy's very busted, but I wouldn't say so. He's pretty close range, and his cooldowns are kind of semi-large, so I would place him in a solid, let me just think. I would probably place him in B tier. I wouldn't say he's that OP as people think he is, because I played this guy before and I did not like him. It might be because my playstyle is kind of messed up, but I just didn't like him because of that. Yeah, next up we have Arthuria, or Saber, as people want to call her, and me too, because I feel like it's easier to say Saber, this person right here. So let's just say Saber. Saber is a pretty good character, I must say. Very solid character. She has very long range moves, well, at least 2 long range moves, actually 3 if you think of the ultimate, and the ultimate is decent. It's not the best. It deals heavy damage. It deals a lot of damage. The DPS is incredible with this character, but the ultimate's hard to, like, it's not AoE, it's like in a straight line, and you have to like position yourself to use it. You can't just blindly use it like the majority of these guys' ultimates. You have to aim for this one and position yourself. So that kind of lets her down a little bit, but it's still, she's pretty damn busted. And because of that, I think she deserves an S rank, don't you think? You know, because now listen, hear me out. She's a weak S tier and a certified strong A tier. If I want to put it on A, it's a strong A tier. It's like the best A tier you can find. But this is a weak S tier compared to others. I would say Saber compares to the majority of them because she has very long range moves. She can attack far ahead of the level, you know. If NPCs are spawning like far ahead, she can take them out from a very far distance, and that's pretty good. That's what I used to do when doing dungeons, and I cleared dungeons very fast, like incredibly fast with Saber. So that's why I put her an S tier. You might think differently about that one, but that's just me, bro. That is just what I think. Next up is Asta. Now, Asta, I didn't really like him at first, but then I played him a second time, and I was like, maybe he's not too bad. Maybe he's like decent, I would say, but still, I don't really like him all that much. I wouldn't say he's my top pick when choosing people, but I would say he's better than Akasa. That's, I mean, I had a better time clearing the dungeon with Asta than Akasa, and that's a dead truth, because Asta, I would say he's much better in killing mobs, I would say. He has two moves that are tremendously good. The AoE on those two moves are very good. The ultimate and another move, I forgot the name. Black Meteorite? No. Not Meteorite. Black Tornado? I think it was Tornado. Yeah, Black Tornado. That was one of the big red moves, which I use a lot. And that makes just Asta a little bit better than Akasa, I would say. So, yeah, Asta is on a B tier, but ahead of Akasa. You might think differently, yet again, this is just my opinion, bro. How do you say what it is? And I say he deserves this spot. Next up is Deku. Now, Deku is a starter, so you don't expect starters to be that good. But Deku is, I don't know, I cleared the dungeon. He was one of the characters that took the most time. Actually, he was the character that took the most time in clearing a dungeon. He took the most amount of time, but I was lagging a lot and I was AFK at the start, so that's probably the reason. So yeah, I didn't do a run over because I don't like Deku. I don't like his moveset. It kind of annoys to play him, but he's pretty good though. He's very good. His moveset is pretty solid. Not gonna hold you there. It's very solid. So I rank him as C tier. I feel like that's appropriate, ish. Yeah, sure, a C tier. Maybe not the strongest C tier, maybe a weak C, I would say, but still a C tier. He's not garbage. He has good moves, especially the ultimate. The ultimate is pretty good if you position yourself correctly. Next up is Gojo, and I think the majority of people know where to place this guy. Gojo is a solid S tier. He is incredibly strong, and serves him right. He is very strong. He deals so much damage, and it's just incredible how much his damage output is just, you know, it's crazy. His AoE is not that big, but I mean it is big, but it's not big like if you have a big mob group, especially in the Demon Slayer level. It's kind of difficult to use the moves, the red and blue moves there. But the curtain move, the big AoE damage over time move, is godly. I love that move. And Hollow Purple, the ultimate, it one shots, and it's the longest range move in the game, I'm pretty sure. So it one shots. It doesn't one shot bosses, but it one shots the majority of mobs if you're strong enough. So you could snipe somebody with Hollow Purple, and you can take out an entire lane of mobs, which is pretty good with Gojo. So that's why he's in top S tier, one of the best, one of the bests. Next up is Goku, and that's just insta D tier. Goku, I actually died with this character. I died with him in my Demon Slayer dungeon. I died with him, and for good reason. I was lagging. That's one good reason, but the second reason is he's bad. He has two moves that are just completely useless. He has one good move, which is the Kamehameha. That's his best move, and that's not even the ultimate. I think that's his best move. He has a Spirit Bomb, yes, but the range of that thing is little to nothing. So Goku might be the worst character in this entire game, and that's a dead honest opinion right there. I think he's one of the worst characters in this entire game. So yeah, that's just it. That's just it. I'm sorry to break it to you, but I think that's just that. Next up we have is Ichigo. Now Ichigo, I was about to put him on B tier, but I was thinking, he doesn't compare to Asta or Akasa or any other in B tier, so I would put him on a strong C tier. I would say he's the strongest C tier of them all. So yeah, he deserves a C tier spot for that. Reasons for that is, well, let me just put up the docs real quick, because I made a docs for editing, some information, but I didn't write anything with Ichigo. Okay, let's just take it by memory. So Ichigo, he has good moves, yes. Well, the first move is very garbage. The hitbox on that move is bad, but the third move, I think it is the cross, where you just hit. You do basically the first move, but just like bigger range, like not range, but hitbox. That move is pretty good, especially when you do criticals. That thing's pretty good. His ultimate. Let me remember what it was. His ultimate. I kind of forgot. There's a reason I put him in C tier. Next up, oh yeah, by the way, he's a starter character as well. So I would say Ichigo is the best starter character of them all. So yeah, you should definitely go for Ichigo when you're starting out. Next up we have is Itadori. Itadori is, I don't know. He's a strong character. I love using this guy for like a great time. I really loved using this guy. He was so fun to play around with. Not gonna lie, but he has his moments, and sometimes he don't. But the majority of cases, he had the best amount of DPS than any other character I had sometimes. So Itadori stays on a B tier, maybe A tier. I have to think about that mid tier list ranking, mid ranking. I have to think about it, but Itadori is very strong. His it's called backfire move, and that's the third move. The second move, where I don't know, it's just everybody just disintegrates. That move is incredibly strong. Don't get me wrong, that move is so busted. And when you pop the ult, all of your moves get just buffed tremendously. Especially the second move. That move is so strong. So Itadori is maybe the best boss killing and unit I would think of. He's very good against bosses. And he's good against a group of mobs as well, but it takes time. If you miss your shots, it's gonna take some time, and the cooldowns are kind of large on some of the moves, so he's a B tier, mostly because of his cooldowns, I would say. But yeah, that was that. Next up is Kilua. Now Kilua, I like him. I really do like him. He's pretty cool, but I wouldn't say he's the best. He's good and all, but I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of people would be upset at me for ranking this tier, but B tier. I would say Kilua is a B tier. The reason for that is, well, I don't know, man. He's pretty good, yes, but his first move, you have to be in their face to use the move, which is kind of bad. But the second move, which is the iframes move, he has an iframes move. The second move is pretty good. Third move is also pretty good. You go up in the air and you fall down and deal like, I don't know, 1k damage almost. I don't know how much you deal, but you deal a lot. That's one point here. You deal a lot of damage with that move. And if you pop your ult, you have a speed buff plus no cooldowns. So you can spam all of your moves when you want to. Especially if you spam the third move, you just jump up and down, up and down, up and down, dealing damage. This is the best way to kill bosses, that move. If you want to kill mobs, use the second move, which gives you iframes. So you can have infinite amount of iframes for a certain amount of seconds. That's pretty good, yeah. But that's just his ult. Other than that, his cooldowns are rather decent. So, but I wouldn't say he's better than Itadori. Not in my opinion. After what I played Itadori once. Twice, I think. Both times I got better time. Both times I played Itadori, I got better times than Kilua, and I played Kilua like 3 times or something to just be sure. So Itadori always beat Kilua in time of clearing dungeon. I know he might be better in like with other duos and trios and such, but this is just my opinion. You know, I played all of them just single-handedly in dungeon, and I cut the timer, and yeah, that's basically it. But that's Kilua for you. Next up is Luffy. That's an instant D tier, my guy. Most of the starter units are in the C and D tier, and Luffy is very bad. Like, very bad. His wind-ups for his move is pretty large. Like, he has wind-ups, big wind-ups for his moves. What I wish I don't know why. It's not big, but it's noticeable. That's the thing. I don't like that. But, luckily, he's not the worst. He's not the worst. There's plenty more. Not plenty, but there's a few more that are worse than Luffy. Thing is, Luffy has Gatling. He's pretty good. He's very good for clearing not bosses, but not too, but clearing mobs. He's pretty good in clearing mobs. because he deals a lot of damage. And if you just crit a lot, if you focus on your critical damage increase, he's gonna be very godly. But that was Luffy. I'm not gonna explain anything further. I think he's just a D tier from my opinion. Megumi, oof. I think a lot of people will be upset with me for ranking her A, but I feel like she deserves an A spot. Megumi is pretty strong, don't get me wrong, she is incredibly strong. And yeah, but when I cleared the dungeons, she was a little bit slower than Gojo and Saber. And I see a lot of like, I tested her multiple times, okay? Not just once, I tested her multiple times, so just don't go say that, oh, you had a bad run. No, I did several runs, and this is what I conclude with. So I would put it on S tier, sure, but her moves are, well, the first move is good, second move is also good, the third move is godly, and the fourth move is beyond godly. She has pretty good AoE as well, but the cooldowns are rather large, I would say. If I remember correctly, her cooldowns are pretty large. Let me just double check. So yeah, first move is 6 seconds, like any other character. Second move and third move is 12 and 14 seconds. That's a lot. Most characters have way smaller, not way, but they have smaller cooldowns than that. And her ultimate is 50 seconds, which is almost a minute. So Megumi's cooldowns kind of ruin her. But that's just me being very picky. I would probably put her as an S tier, but that means I had to put a lot of people in S tier as well, because I feel like some people are on the same level as Megumi. Yeah, Megumi stays A tier for now. I'm probably gonna change her if I change my mind mid-recording. But yeah, that's just it. So, next up we have Naruto, which is also a D tier, but Naruto is worse than Luffy. The reason that is his first move is, well, it's not garbage, but it's only good against bosses and singular mobs. It doesn't attack multiple mobs, which kinda is annoying. Rasengan, it's very hard, not hard to hit, but it's just, it doesn't register the hit sometimes. So it's kinda like you take free damage and trying to damage, which is kinda weird. It doesn't work half the time. Same with the ultimate, it's the same physics, but when you hit the ultimate, you just basically, it's basically a nuke. So the ultimate for Naruto is pretty good. Shadow Clones is pretty good because it gives you iframes, and it's a short cooldown as well, so you can cheese bosses with Naruto. But I wouldn't say he's better than Luffy, because the DPS on Naruto is way lower than Luffy. But yeah, that's just it for Naruto. He's a starter as well if you don't know. Next up is Natsu. Natsu is probably a C tier, I would say so. A solid C tier. His first move, I think, it goes through everything. It penetrates any NPC. So like if it hits a NPC in front of you, it goes through him and hits the NPCs behind him. So the first move is pretty good if you make a line and train. If you train mobs around you, if you make a line and you use the first move, they're probably most likely die. But it's very slow, so you can't snipe with it. You cannot. Second and third move is okay. I wouldn't say the third move is pretty good. I think it's the wings one. I don't like that one. The fourth move, oh yeah, it's the nuke. It's a very short range nuke, but it works. Like, especially against bosses, it works. But yeah, I wouldn't say Natsu is better than Ichigo. Yeah, I would think Ichigo is a little bit better. Just a little bit. Next up is Rimeru, or whatever you want to call him. I don't know, but Rimeru is maybe, in my opinion, the best one. The best S rank. Well, maybe the best one or comparable to Gojo. Maybe Gojo is better, maybe not. I would just say Rimeru is probably the best one in the market at the moment, because he got so many big AoE moves, and they just stack damage upon damage. Like, they don't do a single damage, they do multiple damage, like multiple tick damage. That's pretty good for a unit to have a multiple tick in one move. Example is the first move, the Black Lightning. You deal like, I don't know, you hit 6 times in a row in a straight line, and there's the chances they can crit. Those hits can crit, which deals so much damage. So having proc damage on characters is very good, because you can deal critical damage more highly, like increased chance for critical damage, basically what I'm telling you. Second move is Gluttony, I think. Yeah, second move is Gluttony. That's just pretty strong. It's the same thing, it just have a lot more what do I call it? Procs? I don't know. It does tick damage, basically. It just a lot of them, so you can have a lot of critical hits as well. Third move is a gigantic AoE tick damage as well. All of her attacks are tick damage. Even the ultimate is just tick damage. So he is just a tick monster, bro. Next up is Sakura. Now she lives by her name, and that is useless. But she's not that useless. Maybe a C tier useless. Better than Deku, that's for sure. Because I mean, her DPS is terrible. Don't get me wrong. She's very bad at damage, but she's the only character in this game that can heal so far. So far, she's the only character that can heal. And I think she can heal teammates. It looks like it. If not, then she can survive though. She doesn't die. If you play her correctly, you don't die with Sakura. So you can clear any dungeon no matter time. It'll just take some time, but you can clear dungeons with Sakura. Definitely, guaranteed. But it just takes time. She just takes time. But I mean, her ultimate is also her ultimate is good, but it is like Kilua's move, like base move. That's the ultimate for Sakura. But I think Sakura deals more damage with Emu though, so that's a fair trade, I guess. Next up is Tanjiro. Tanjiro, I've seen a high-level players use this guy. I kind of understand why. He has high DPS, incredibly high DPS. I think he has more DPS than Kilua. I guess since I did a duo and Tanjiro did way more damage than I was Kilua, and this Tanjiro player, he was slightly higher level than me, but he dealt way more damage, like way more damage than my Kilua. And I've tested him as well. I see why. He has very great AoE moves, especially the water wheel and the whirlpool. What do you want to call it? The big ass tornado, white water tornado, whatever you want to call it. That move. And then his ultimate is so busted. It's basically Shadow Clones of Naruto, but just and Deku's first move, I think, but just on drugs, bro. On crack. Tanjiro's pretty good. That's my point here. But I don't think he's better than Itadori. Itadori's a little bit better. Next up is Sodaroki. I've been debating a lot on where to put Todoroki, either S tier or strong A tier, because Todoroki has one of the highest DPS in the game, I think. His nuke, which is the last move, is so strong, because it deals tick damage by a lot of tick damage, like crazy tick damage, so he can clear out gigantic mobs of NPCs fast. And he has one basic move, which is fire tick damage. So this is one of the few characters that have fire tick damage. I don't think Megumi has any fire tick, but Todoroki has a fire tick damage. So this move is exceptionally good against mobs and bosses, because he deals damage over time, which it's not even by little, it's a lot. And he can also do critical hits, so he can double his damage very fast and easy. So Todoroki is very strong. I would highly recommend getting this guy for clearing bosses and mobs, of course, mobs as well, but he's very good against bosses too. And last up we have is Senetsu, and I'm not sure where to put him. I don't want to put him in S tier because I have some, I don't know, personal opinions that he doesn't deserve S tier, but he's pretty strong. Don't get me wrong, he is incredibly strong. It's crazy how strong he is and how fast he is as well. He can clear dungeons very fast, but from my playing, when I played him, it took some time. It took some time clearing dungeons, so it was kind of difficult with him. But I would say he's an A tier by most. He's a strong A tier. Even though I put him lower than Megumi, I would say these three are very on the same level. Basically on the same level. All these three are on the same level. It's just how you play them. And that goes for all at the top here. Depends on how you play them, of course. Maybe Saber is a weak A tier and Todoroki or Megumi is S tier. I don't know, but I like Saber because I don't know, I just did so much damage with her. But all these three share the same spot. I wouldn't say anyone is better than anybody here. I wouldn't say that. They're all in the same spot, so don't get me wrong on that. But these, and basically so are these, but I would say Gojo and Rimeru is a little bit better than Saber. So these two are on the level on their own. And Saber's probably down here in terms of how I see it, but I would put Saber on S tier. But basically, yeah, I think that was the tier list. Huh. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is done. This is a tier list. This is how I would have it. If you disagree with it, then of course you're free to disagree. You could type your own tier list in the comments. I want to see what you want, what you have, what's your opinion on these characters and where you would place them. This is basically how I would place them. You can follow this or not follow it. I don't really mind or care. It's up to you. This is the tier list and I'm mostly gonna follow. So yeah, But if you have any suggestions or you have anything, any comments that I forgot, like any additional info that I forgot, type it in the comments. I'll pin it. Maybe pin it. I mean, heart it for sure. And yeah, if I did something wrong, I'll probably change it in the comments. Say something in the comments where I would place them instead. But basically, this is my tier list, okay? Anime Dimensions, character tier list. And I'm done. And my voice is getting raspy. My throat hurts. So I'm gonna call it a day. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. Hope you did. And make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new or not new. It helps me either way. Very handy indeed. And yeah, I got nothing more to say. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.